Dream Team, it's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the top 10 things America stole from Britain. I'm intrigued to see what we took. Before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up. Let's do this.
From pastries to patriotic sing-alongs. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things America stole from Britain.
He likes American stuff.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video,
Like
be sure
American
to subscribe for more great
Okay.
content. For this list, we're counting down famous facets of American culture which actually originated in Britain.
Dang.
While standout British inventions are subject for another list, today's countdown tackles typically American things, which the US has the UK to thank for. Number 10, apple pie. As American as apple
The Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
pie, right? Wrong. The sweet treat is a staple on US dining tables, but the British were the first to serve it way back in the 1300s. A popular dessert throughout European history, with Dutch and Swedish styles also inspiring menus worldwide, it was taken across the pond with the 17th century colonists. Since then, apple pie has become a standout symbol of US patriotism, as well as a central component to a teen comedy franchise.
It's not what it looks like.
Number 9, YMCA.
I mean, yeah, apple pie. They serve apple pie about everywhere over here. Even at any fast food joint, you can get yourself an apple pie down. I'm not a fan of pie, but yeah, we do serve apple pie almost everywhere. I didn't know that it was made in the UK first. I didn't know that.
Way before village people turned this institution into a cheesy disco anthem, and long before the YMCA swept across America, the Young Men's Christian Association was the brainchild of English philanthropist George Williams. Dismayed by working conditions in 18th century London, Williams conceived the now famous charity as a safe place for its patrons. While the movement's worldwide influence is something to be proud of, difficult to imagine Williams joining in with the dance moves. Number 8, chocolate.
All we did was take that and make it better. Britain, I'm going to say we took that, the YMCA from you, and we made it greater over here in America. So I'm not mad about taking that one. I'm not mad about taking it because we took it, we improved it, and that's that.
Bars.
I think I'll eat it now.
Candy bars are big business stateside, but before Mars, Hershey's, Milky Bar or Baby Ruth, there was one bloke in Bristol making confectionery history. Joseph Fry finalised the first mass-produced chocolate bar in the mid-1800s, around the time that Dutch developed a chocolate press. Fry's chocolate cream hit shelves in 1866 with a famed fondant filling, and the bar can still be bought today. John Cadbury quickly followed suit, while the likes of Hershey's didn't arrive until the late 1890s. Number 7, sandwiches.
Chocolate bars, do I prefer the UK? Do I prefer America? When it comes to chocolate, I think Australia has the best chocolate, if I'm being honest with you. I tasted their chocolate and I'm like, wow, like this is incredible. This is sensational. But when it comes to chocolate bars out of the UK versus America, I haven't tasted everything that's to offer in the UK, so it's not a fair comparison. What I've tasted so far, I'd take America because there's certain chocolate bars I absolutely love here. But I've only tasted like 2 or 3 chocolate bars from the UK, so until I can get a fair comparison, I can't make that. I can say I prefer the US, but I don't know what all they got in the UK.
Could I have a glass of wine?
Okay,
And a ham sandwich?
if you like.
With a pickle?
All right.
Thanks to world-conquering fast food outlets, Homer Simpson and Joey Tribbiani, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this foodstuff was a US creation. However, the history of the sandwich is long and complicated, and very little of it happened in America. While early versions are recorded across Europe, it's named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich in Kent. The story goes that he was an ardent gambler, and meat between bread was the simplest way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Sandwich for display purposes only and should not be eaten.
Number 6, The Office.
I'm gonna give sandwiches. I don't. Y'all got good bread, UK? Because I feel like the US get clowns a lot for our bread, and so for that reason, I'm gonna give it to the UK. But I ain't tasted the UK sandwich. But I assume they make better bread than us. For that reason, I'm gonna say okay. Y'all probably do sandwiches better, UK.
That's what she said.
And yes, we mean the TV show and not the actual open plan workplace, which is largely a German invention. Anyway, unlike a lot of American remakes of British TV, The Office US did manage to tap into most of what made its predecessor pair. But after 9 series and a shed load of awards, let's just remember where it all started. Steve Carell's Michael Scott is hilarious in his own right, but for fans of the British original, he'll always be David Brent in disguise. Number 5, Plastics.
I watched The Office UK and I did enjoy it. But again, The Office did have more success in the US. You feel me? So, I guess Ricky worked on both. So, I guess it's still UK in a way because it was made by Ricky. So, I don't know what to say about that. But I definitely did enjoy The Office UK. I will say that. He's definitely funny.
Surgery.
Wow, that came out of me.
From Botox to boob jobs, America is the world's leading market for cosmetic surgery, with millions going under the knife every year. But the industry was by no means born in the USA. Sir Harold Gillies is often credited as the father of plastic surgery, a New Zealand-born, London-based surgeon who gathered leading physicians to treat thousands of soldiers who had been injured or disfigured in World War I. Gillies' work became a blueprint for all sorts of reconstructive procedures, and a starting point for today's aesthetic options. Number 4, the light bulb.
Yeah, I'm going to say the US took plastic surgery and ran with it. I assume we probably do the most plastic surgery here. Plastic surgeons probably get paid the most here, so they probably we probably get more plastic surgery over here than anywhere else. I don't know if that's a good thing because I don't like judging people, but yeah.
A supposedly serial stealer of other people's ideas, Thomas Edison's light bulb moment is considered one of the most significant steps in modern technology.
Facts.
Hey, Edison, how about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man!
But experts are continually divided on just how much Edison did to develop the design. Before the Wizard of Menlo Park, there were countless other scientists creating electric light and light bulbs, not least British pioneers including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan. The anti-Edison camp claims that the inventor's only skill was knowing when to patent.
One thing Edison did invent, for 100% genuine Edison invention, that we use every day, probably, most of us.
Is it nasal hair clippers?
Number 3, donuts.
I didn't know that.
Now, the origins of the donut are a sticky affair, with claims and counterclaims sending historians round and round in circles. However, while the strongest suggestion remains that the Dutch took the treats to America in the mid-19th century, a 2013 discovery seemingly proves that the Brits were baking them at least 50 years before. Baroness Elizabeth Dimsdale's cookbook dates to 1800 and includes a strikingly similar recipe. A deep-fried concoction of sugar, eggs, butter and yeast, add some icing, and it's the real deal. Number 2, baseball.
Now I want a goddamn donut. Now I want a donut. F. Hungry.
A national sport and obsession in the US, baseball was born in the UK. There are countless records of bat and ball games being played in Blighty, starting with stool ball in the 1300s. Sure, the rules have changed and refined over the years, but the basic premise is usually the same. Someone pitches, someone swings, others try to catch. In fact, some researchers argue that baseball is an offshoot of cricket, an English obsession which didn't catch on across the Atlantic. At all. Number 1, the start.
I was gonna say, yeah, y'all do cricket over there in the UK. So how we steal baseball when y'all don't even do baseball? I don't know.
Spangled Banner. We finish with a final salute for great British influence on American culture, because the US national anthem is sung to the tune of an 18th century English drinking song.
Really?
Baltimore wordsmith Francis Scott Key takes full credit for the lyrics, but the melody was written by John Stafford Smith, a Gloucester-born composer. The Anacreontic song, as it was originally known, was regularly belted around a prestigious London gentleman's club, where wealthy people met to wine and dine.
I
Do
didn't
you
know
agree
that.
with our picks? Check out these other great...
Yeah, so the UK is just out here snagging stuff. Out here saying, gimme, 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 gimme. Which, I mean, half of it we improved. Half of it we should... I know we stole it, but we needed it. That's all we got. Make sure you guys subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. It's your boy D-Neil, out.